Welcome to the mini story for First Battle. This is AJ. Let's get started. Lassiter is a meticulous person. He loves accounting. He loves money. He gets giddy about counting pennies. Lassiter works with a guy named Ghana. Ghana hates accounting. He thinks it's drudgery. Ghana is an outlandish guy who loves to party and drink and laugh. Both Lassiter and Ghana work at the same job. They are accountants. One day, Lassiter argues with Ghana. Lassiter says, "Life doesn't revolve around parties, Ghana. You need to be more careful with your work." Ghana laughs and says, "You are so boring. Life should be jubilant and fun always." Then Ghana takes a beer out of his desk and throws it to Lassiter. "Drink this," he says, "then you'll have more fun at work." Lassiter drinks the beer, and he feels much happier. Work seems much more fun now. Lassiter says, "We are friends now. We have good camaraderie. Thanks, Ghana. I'm going to drink every day at work and enjoy life for its own sake." Ghana and Lassiter eventually become full-fledged alcoholics, but they enjoy their jobs. Alright, let's go back to the beginning, this time with questions. Lassiter is a meticulous person. Is Lassiter a very, very careful person?
Yes, he does. Lassiter is a meticulous person.
Yes, that's right. Lassiter is a meticulous person. Does Lassiter like small details?
Yes, he is. Yes, he does. Lassiter likes small detail.
Yes, that's exactly right. Lassiter is a meticulous person. He likes very small details. He's very careful about small details. Is Ghana a meticulous person?
No, Ghana is not a meticulous person.
No, Ghana is not a meticulous person. Is Ghana or Lassiter a meticulous person?
Lassiter.
Well,
Lassiter is a meticulous person.
Who is a meticulous person?
Lassiter.
Of course,
Lassiter is a meticulous person.
Is Ghana a meticulous person, or is Lassiter a meticulous person?
Lassiter. Lassiter is a meticulous
Lassiter
person.
is a meticulous, careful person. He loves accounting. He loves money. He gets giddy about counting pennies. Does Lassiter love to count pennies?
Yes, he
Yes, he
is.
does. He loves to count.
Yes, he loves to count. He loves to count.
Pennies. Does he feel a little bit nervous and excited when he counts pennies?
Yes, he does.
Yes, that's right. Lassiter
He
feels
gets
giddy when
about
he counts
counting
pennies. He
pennies.
feels nervous and excited when he counts pennies. Does Ghana feel giddy about counting pennies? No, Ghana does not enjoy counting pennies. He doesn't get nervous. He doesn't get excited about counting pennies. Who gets nervous about counting pennies? Who gets giddy about counting pennies? Who gets excited about counting pennies? Well, Lassiter, of course. Lassiter gets giddy about counting pennies. Does Lassiter get giddy about going to parties?
No, he
No,
doesn't.
Lassiter does not get giddy
Does
about
not
going to parties.
get giddy
When does
about going to a
Lassiter
party.
become giddy? Well,
Well,
Lassiter becomes giddy
Lassiter
when he counts money.
become giddy
Counts dollars, quarters,
when
and
he
pennies.
counts
That's when he
pennies.
gets giddy. Lassiter works with a guy named Ghana. Ghana hates accounting. He hates math. He hates small details. Ghana is not a meticulous person. He thinks accounting is drudgery. Does Ghana think accounting is a boring job? Yes, that's right. He
Yes.
thinks it's drudgery. He
I
thinks
think
accounting
it's
is
drudgery.
drudgery. He thinks accounting is very boring, boring and hard and difficult and no fun. Ghana thinks accounting is drudgery. Does Lassiter think accounting is drudgery?
No. Lasseter thinks it's it's not drudgery. He thinks uh, is favorite uh, his favorite
No,
job.
no, not Lassiter. Lassiter loves accounting. He does not think it's drudgery. Who thinks accounting is drudgery?
Ghana. Ghana
Ghana.
thinks it's
Ghana thinks accounting
drudgery.
is drudgery.
Drudgery. Okay.
Does Lassiter think accounting is drudgery, or does Ghana think accounting is drudgery?
Ghana. Ghana
Well, it's
thinks
Ghana.
counting
Ghana thinks
is
accounting is
drudgery.
drudgery. What does Ghana think is drudgery?
Ghana thinks
Well,
counting
Ghana thinks
penny is
accounting
drudgery.
is drudgery.
Is drudgery.
Why? Well, because Ghana
Well,
is an
because he an
outlandish guy
outlandish
who loves
guy,
to party
outlandish
and
man.
drink and laugh. Is Ghana a quiet man?
No.
No, he's an outlandish man. He loves to laugh and drink and talk and be a little bit crazy and fun. Ghana is an outlandish guy. He loves to party. Yeah! Is Lassiter an outlandish guy? No, Lassiter is not
No.
outlandish. Lassiter is meticulous, careful, and calm. Ghana is outlandish. Who is outlandish?
Ghana. Ghana is an outlandish guy, outlandish man who loves to party and drink and laugh.
Well, of course, Ghana is outlandish. Is Ghana outlandish at work, at his job?
Yes, he does.
Yes, he is. Ghana is
is
outlandish at his job.
outlandish
Is Ghana
at his
outlandish
job.
at home?
Yes, it's so
Yes,
crazy
he's so
at
crazy
home.
and fun at home. He's outlandish at home, and he's outlandish at work. He always loves to party and drink and laugh and have fun. One day at work, Lassiter argues with Ghana. He says to Ghana, "Look, Ghana, life doesn't revolve around parties." Does Lassiter think parties are the most important thing in life?
No, he
No,
doesn't
Lassiter does
think.
not think parties are the center of life. He does not think parties are most important in life. He says life does not revolve around parties. Life doesn't revolve around parties. Does Ghana think that life revolves around parties? Well, yeah, Ghana does. Ghana thinks life revolves around parties. He thinks parties are the most important. He thinks parties are in the center of life, the most important thing in life. So for Ghana, life revolves around parties. Does life revolve around parties for Lassiter? No, life doesn't revolve around parties for Lassiter. For Lassiter, what does life revolve around?
Lassiter, life revolves around work.
Well,
Life
for Lassiter,
doesn't revolve
life
around
revolves around
parties.
work. Work is most important. So Lassiter says, work.
Work.
That's what life revolves around. Life
What
revolves around
work?
work. Life does not revolve around parties. He tells Ghana, you need to be more careful and meticulous with your work. Ghana laughs. He says, Lassiter, you are so boring. Life should be jubilant and fun always. Does Ghana always want to be happy?
Yes, he does.
Does.
He
Ghana
wants
always
to
wants
be
to be
happy. He
jubilant.
wants to be
Very,
jubilant
very happy and fun and
fun.
excited. Does Ghana think life should always be jubilant?
No.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Ghana thinks life
No,
should
Ghana-
always be jubilant.
yeah.
He thinks all people should be jubilant all the time. Does Lassiter think life should always be jubilant?
No.
No, he
Lassiter
doesn't.
doesn't
Lassiter
think.
thinks life must always be hard work. Life must always be serious. Lassiter is not jubilant, but Ghana is jubilant. So which person is more jubilant, Ghana or Lassiter?
Ghana.
Well, of course, Ghana is more
Ghana
jubilant.
want
He's always
to
jubilant, and Lassiter
be
almost never.
jubilant.
Okay, so Ghana tells him life should be jubilant and fun always. Then Ghana takes a beer out from his desk, and he throws it to Lassiter, and he says, Lassiter, drink this. Then you'll have more fun at work. Lassiter drinks the beer, and he feels much happier. Work seems much more fun now. He says to Ghana, Ghana, we are friends now. We have good camaraderie. Thanks, Ghana. Do Lassiter and Ghana feel like they are friends?
Yes.
Yes, yes, they have camaraderie. They have
They
a feeling
have
of friendship.
camaraderie.
Lassiter and Ghana have camaraderie.
Camaraderie.
In the past, did Lassiter and Ghana have camaraderie?
No, in the past they
No,
did
no,
have
in the
it.
past they did not feel they were friends. But
They did
now
not
they
feel
feel like friends. Now they
they
have
were
camaraderie.
friends.
Who does Lassiter have camaraderie with?
Lassiter have
Lassiter has
camaraderie
camaraderie
with
with Ghana, of course. And who does Ghana have camaraderie with?
Lassiter.
Ghana has
Ghana
camaraderie with
has
Lassiter. They have camaraderie
Ghana
with each other.
has
They both
camaraderie
have a
with
feeling of friendship with each other.
Lassiter.
So, He says, we have good camaraderie now. Thanks, Ghana. Then Lassiter says, I'm going to drink every day at work, and I'm going to enjoy life for its own sake. Is Lassiter going to enjoy life just to live?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, that's right. He's going to enjoy
He
it for its own
life
sake.
for its own
He's going to enjoy life by itself. Just living he's going to enjoy. Not some other reason, not some other goal. He's going to enjoy life for its own sake. Is he going to enjoy drinking for its own sake?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so. He just likes
for its
drinking.
own
He's not
sake.
drinking for some goal. He's not going to make more money because he's drinking. He's just drinking for its own sake, just because it's fun. Is he going to enjoy life for its own sake? Yes, he's just going to have fun in life. He's not going to try to get some serious goal. He's going to enjoy life for its own sake. And finally, Ghana and Lassiter eventually become full-fledged alcoholics. Do they become total alcoholics?
Yes, he
That's
become
right, they become 100%
full-fledged
alcoholics. They become full alcoholics. They become full-fledged alcoholics.
full-fledged
Ghana and Lassiter
alcoholics.
full-fledged workaholics.
No, did he have
No, not
become
workaholics. Workaholic means you work
full-fledged
too much.
workaholic?
But full-fledged alcoholics means you drink too much. Drinking. Ghana and Lassiter are not full-fledged workaholics. They are full-fledged alcoholics. Who is a full-fledged alcoholic?
Ghana.
Well,
Ghana
Ghana is a full-fledged alcoholic.
is a
Who else
full-fledged
is a
alcoholic.
full-fledged alcoholic?
Lassiter.
Well, Lassiter is also a full-fledged alcoholic.
Full-fledged.
Are they both full-fledged alcoholics?
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Both,
they are both full-fledged
of
alcoholics. Ghana and Lassiter become full-fledged alcoholics. But they enjoy their jobs every day now. All right, now one more time. I'm going to pause after 3 phrases. Just copy my pronunciation. Say the phrase and copy my pronunciation. Let's go. Lassiter is a meticulous person.
Lassiter is a meticulous person.
Lassiter is a meticulous person. He loves math and accounting. He gets giddy about counting pennies.
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 Lassiter works with a guy named Ghana. Ghana hates accounting. He thinks it's drudgery.
He thinks it's drudgery. He thinks it's drudgery.
Ghana is an outlandish guy.
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 He loves to party and drink and laugh. One day at work, Lassiter argues with Ghana. He says to Ghana, life doesn't revolve around parties.
Life doesn't revolve
around parties.
Life doesn't revolve around parties.
You need to be more careful and meticulous with your work. Ghana laughs, and he says, you are so boring, Lassiter. Life should be jubilant and fun, always.
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 Then Ghana takes a beer out of his desk and throws it to
Out
Lassiter.
of his desk.
Drink this, he says. Then you'll have more fun at work. Lassiter drinks the beer and feels much happier. Work seems much more fun now. Finally, Lassiter says, we are friends now. We have good camaraderie.
We have good camaraderie.
We have good camaraderie.
We have good camaraderie.
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 Thanks, Ghana. I'm going to drink every day at work and enjoy life for its own sake.
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 Ghana and Lassiter eventually become full-fledged alcoholics.
Ghana and Lassiter become full-fledged
Ghana and Lassiter
alcoholics.
eventually become full-fledged alcoholics.
Ghana and Lassiter eventually become full-fledged alcoholics.
They enjoy their jobs.
But they enjoy their jobs.
Okay, now please pause and try to tell.
Lassiter is a meticulous person. He loves accounting. He loves money. He gets giddy about counting pennies. Lassiter works with a guy named Ghana. Ghana hates accounting. Ghana thinks it's drudgery. Ghana is an outlandish guy who loves to parties and drink and laugh. One day at work, Lassiter argues with Ghana. Lassiter says, life doesn't revolve around parties, Ghana. You need to be more careful with your work. Ghana laughs and says, you're so boring. Lassiter, life should be jubilant and fun, always. Then Ghana takes a beer out of his desk and throws it to Lassiter. Drink this, he says. Then you have be more fun at work. Lassiter drinks the beer and he feels much happier. Work seems much more fun now. Lassiter says, we're friends now. We have good camaraderie. Thanks, Ghana. I'm going to drink every day at work and enjoy life for its own sake. Ghana and Lassiter eventually become full-fledged alcoholics, but they enjoy their jobs.